Morning, good morning, good morning. If you're watching the replay, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Trying out some new scope time since I do the prayer call first thing in the morning. I felt like I was scoping back to back. So, good morning, M Flowers. Hey, Nisi. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Thank you in advance for the hearts. Hey, Miss SKS. Hey, Tiffany. Hey, Victory. Hey, Keepers International. Hey, Warren. Good morning, good morning, good morning, Team Cat the Diva, Planet Sync, Empowered Essentials. Thank you guys in advance for sharing this scope. It is going to be powerful. Yes, go ahead, girl. Girl, wasn't it deep? Wasn't that challenge deep? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Thank you guys for inviting followers. Thank you, Tiffany, for inviting followers. I appreciate you. Good morning, Miss Tangela. If you need to invite followers, swipe to the right on iPhone. Good morning, Tamika. Thank you, boo. I'm trying to be hooked on phonics. Thank you, Tamika. Thank you, Empowered Essentials, for inviting followers. I look for you guys' government names, so I don't mind a correction. Good morning, Portia Leeds. Thanks, Miss Kiss, for inviting followers. I appreciate you. If you see the quote for today, it's not about having time. It's about making time. Making time to make money. Good morning, Ambrosius Anns. Girl, I'm like Team Cat. I call myself being hooked on phonics. Hey, good morning, Donna. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for the name. I'll have to write that down. Good morning, Keisha. I saw you earlier on the scope. Hey, good morning, Betty. Hey, good morning, good morning. Thank you, Entrepreneur KB, for inviting followers. Hey, good morning, Charlene. Thank you, Ambrosia Ans, for sharing on Twitter. Good morning, Apollonia. Good morning, Keisha B. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, that is hilarious. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So we're going to go ahead and get started. And for those of you who shared, I appreciate you tremendously. I come here to give you a word because I think it's important. I think it's important you have the encouragement. I think it's important you have the knowledge. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Thank you, Debbie, for inviting followers. Thank you, Keepers International, for sharing on Twitter. I appreciate you, Keisha TB, for inviting followers. So today we're going to be talking about excuses, lies, and money. How about that? How about that? Today we're going to be talking about excuses, lies, and money. And who do you think we're making excuses to? Who do you think we're making excuses to? For those of you who don't know who I am, let me introduce myself. My name is Danielle Patterson Winningham, former JP Morgan Chase executive turned business consultant, somebody that wants to help you make the most profit from your passion. Yes, yes. If you're making excuses about your money, if you're lying to yourself about your money, those excuses and those lies are not impacting anybody but you. Good morning, Felicia. Thanks for sharing. And so today we're going to be talking about some of the excuses that we make with our time, with our money, and some of the reasons we don't have the amount of money that we want. And it's not to hurt anybody. It's just to be honest. Because, see, the truth will set you free. But you have to acknowledge the lie first. If you've not shared this scope, make sure you do. It's going to be some great information. So thank you so much, Felicia, for sharing on Twitter. And, I always wonder, and some of you come and you share religiously. And I appreciate that. I do. Because the more people that hear the word, the less people will have to struggle. Right. Yes, the truth will set you free, but you got to acknowledge the lie first. And we can't keep lying to ourselves if we want to be free. So I make you a deal. You share this scope, you tap the screen for hearts, and I'm going to give you some stuff to grow on. How about that? Thank you, Tiana, for inviting followers. So number one, how many of you get caught up in the time trap? Good, Katrina. Good morning. Welcome. Thank you, Not So Shy, for sharing on Twitter. I appreciate that. Yes, tired of struggling. I get that. I get that. But when you're tired of struggling, when you're sick and tired, when you're really tired of struggling, you have to be even more relentless to do something about it. I'm about to go there, Charlene. I'm about to go there. So number one, how many of you say, I don't have time? Just be honest. Say me. Or you feel like you're struggling with keeping your time together. You feel like you're all over the place. Good morning, Miss Fatty Girl. Again, thank you for sharing on Twitter. Very good. Treasure found. Charlene. Yes. Tiana. Miss Fatty Girl. Nisi. Yes, thank you, Miss Kess, for sharing on Facebook. And you know, time is a real thing. But I'm going to give you something today to look at time a little bit differently, okay? And it's called the 80-20 rule. And what the 80-20 rule is something we use in corporate America all the time. And that the 80-20 rule is that 20% of what you're doing is driving 80% of your revenue. You have to. You have to. But here's the thing. We really can't make time because everybody's got the same 24 hours. So then the big question becomes, what are you doing with your time? Y'all better tap that screen for hearts. Now, I'm not going to let you off the hook because I'm about to give you some deep stuff. So that's how you pay me back those hearts now. So the first question becomes, that's right, prioritization is critical. If you don't have a to-do list every day, and if on that to-do list, see, I know most of us will make a to-do list with 1,000 things on it. If you're guilty of that, say me. Because I know you've been guilty of it before, because I've been guilty of it before. I'll make a to-do list that's got the laundry right up there with making my money for my business. And so now I got the grocery store on the same list. I got call 5 new clients. Please tell me which one is more important. Please tell me what, and laziness is just a form of fear, Miss Fatty Girl. I'm going to be honest. Because I've met very few lazy people. Most people are doing a whole bunch of busy work. A whole bunch of busy work. And not pursuing their dreams. I'm just being honest. Calling the clients is first. And let me tell you, I get for real with mine. Because I would take my children to the grocery store, make them go in there, and I would sit out in their car and call clients while they get in the groceries. Because if you don't call your clients, you can't get no groceries. And that's just as real as it gets about money. Somebody say right. Somebody say true. Is that true or is that not true? If you don't call those clients, you won't even have the money to go get your groceries. Buy some new clothes, those old ones, the money. Yeah. You got to prioritize your time. So I want you today to think about the 20% of your day that is getting you 80% of your results. What are you doing with your time? That's number one. Somebody put that up there. What are you doing with your time? Because if you don't know, hi Russia, if you don't know what you're doing with your time, if you don't know where your time is going, then what happens is that your money is getting away from you because your time is getting away from you. Your money is getting away from you because your time is getting away from you. When people say your time is your money, they're absolutely right. The people that have the most money know how to prioritize their time. Because think about it. Time is regardless of person. Bill Gates got 24 hours. You got 24 hours. He figured out how to make billions in his time, and you can't even figure out how to make thousands in your time. That's the problem. That is a problem. So number one is we let time get in our way, and we've got to be accountable to ourselves for our time. We've got to figure out what's making you the money and do more of it. So y'all want to hear the truth about it? A lot of times, the things that take us the time to make the money, we don't like to do, and so we don't do them. And that's the truth of the matter. We don't like to make sales calls, so we don't do it. We don't like networking, so we don't do it. We don't like calling new clients, so we don't do it. We don't like following up with people, so we don't do it. I mean, I'm just being honest with you today. So you have to have a conversation with yourself and say, self. Somebody say self. Somebody say self. You got to talk to yourself. Say self. The things that got you here will not be the things that get you to your future. You've got to be honest with yourself about where your money is coming from and do more of the things that are helping you generate money. And I'm going to be honest with you. Stop doing things with your time. Yes, absolutely, Captivating Crown, and new customers as well. Stop doing things with your time that are not generating revenue for you or not generating life for you. You got to ask yourself before you do everything, is this going to improve my quality of life like spending time with your kids? Or is this going to generate revenue for me? And if it's not, then you need to stop. All right, Bunny. That's Bunny, right? I got to make sure I keep my government names right. You've got to stop doing the things that are not causing you to be able to generate the level of revenue that you deserve. That means working for other people for free. That means, I'm be honest, I got a client watching them reality shows. Let me tell you why I don't watch reality shows and I rarely watch sports. I'm not jealous of them. Great. They got their money. Good for them. I bless them for the money they have because I want God to show me that same favor. Somebody say amen. But they got their money already. So when you're watching them on television, you're watching them at work. You're watching them at work. And let me tell you, Chef Shack, what helped me is if you're not a paying client, it's rare for me to talk on the phone to you. What we got to talk about? You're not paying me. What we got to talk about? I don't want to talk about rumors. I don't want to talk about conjecture. If you're not giving me a stock tip, if you're not helping me with my abundance, if this conversation is not helping me grow, then we don't have nothing to talk about. And it's not personal. To my girlfriends, it's not personal. I'm head down grinding. I'm busy. You know, my friends get it. My real friends, they so proud of me. My real friends, my ride or dies, they picks up my children when I was in the hospital, dropping food off at my house. My real friends get it. And everybody else I lose in the process was not my real friend anyway. My real friends watched me struggle with my greatness for 40 years and not put it out there. So my real friends are so proud that I'm shining what God gave me, that it's not an issue. I got friends that I may not talk to all month. I got a girlfriend named Tanisha. Me and TT been friends for 16, going on 17 years. And I was out of town on business. My daughter needed a ride from work. TT don't live nowhere near me. My mama called TT. TT went and got my child from her job. Those are my real friends. My real friends know that I'm on a mission. And that if I make it on that mission, just like Oprah brought Gail and Oprah brought Ayala, your real friends know when you make it on your mission, they got a ticket too. Your real friends do. Anybody else, you need to be looking at them with the side eye because that's not your real friend. And that's the truth of the matter. So we've got to quantify what friendships mean. Yeah, exactly. Your real friends know you getting it. And at that same token, if they need anything, that's the side eye. If they need anything from me, I will drop what I'm doing and help them. But in terms of the kiki kaka, that lollygag, that mini chatter, I don't have time for it on these phones. Both my phones are business phones. If you call me, let it be for a business need. Somebody say true. I just want to know if I just want to know if I'm on the right page. Somebody say true. Let me see some hearts or something. Somebody asked me, I just told you the truth about my time. And even family, La Familia. You can't play on my phone. I got family members that I love dearly, and I rarely talk to them. I pseudo talk to them through my mom. I get updates as to what's going on with them through my mother. But I don't have the time, and I don't have the energy, and I don't have the wherewithal to sit up and do mimi chatter on the phone. I'll call you on your birthday. I might text you on the holidays. But my time is my serious business right now. And if you're not making that same commitment with your time, shame on you. I never know when the Most High is going to pluck me off the face of this earth. So what I do is I maximize my time every single day. I maximize my time every single day. And I get the most out of my days every single day. Thank you, fam, for inviting followers. Hey, Melinda. Hey, sis. So, no, your time is your money. You have to optimize your time. That's number one. So that's the number one excuse we make. That's the number one lie we tell to ourselves. Thank you, Chef Shack, for inviting followers, is that we don't have time to make this money. When in actuality, time is a choice. Welcome. Time is a choice. So you choose to do what you want to do with your time. I choose to do what I want to do with my time. And bank accounts are going to look very, very different based on those choices. Somebody say true. Time is a big choice. Oh, thank you for sharing the link. Yes, that is a great challenge we have going on right now. Time is a choice. And so let me make it real to you. I'm going to connect the dots. Many of you, thank you, asking for inviting followers. Many of you will take time to do something for somebody else before you take time to do something for yourself. If that's you, say me. If that's you, step on to the front. Oh, thank you so much. If that's you, step on to the front. Step on to the front. You'll take time to do something for somebody else. And then, good morning, Miss LT. I'm not trying to hurt you, Keisha. Stop being messy. Stop being messy, Keisha. You will take time to do something for somebody else while your dreams, your hopes, your revenue sit still. While you helping somebody else with their hopes and their dreams and their revenue. I told somebody this on a training call. They fell out laughing. I said, even my children better give me 24 hours notice. I love you. I love the twins, Hope and Faith. I love Tyler. But that last minute running up on me because I'm your mama and I got to stop doing what I'm doing in the middle of my hopes, in the middle of my dreams, in the middle of the business that feeds you, to do what? Run you somewhere? Take you to the store? Get you some stuff from the store that you've known about for a month? Well, they will. When you stop doing it. See, here's the piece. I'm going to hold you guys accountable. When you stop bending over backwards for other people that will not bend over backwards for you, that have no respect for your time, when you stop doing it, then they will understand. No, they don't understand the lip service. They don't understand you talking about it. You getting in the car, you ranting and raving. You talking about how they breaking you away from this, breaking you away from that. And you still doing it. I was too, sis. But you know, I had to turn that doer around on myself. You better tell your kids to respect your time. Everybody has to respect it because I respect other people's time. They have to respect my time. Yes, sis. Yes, but these notes will be on my website tomorrow. So you ain't got to take no notes. You just got to activate. So realize that in the same time you're using to build somebody else. I had to call a client this morning. Oh, your son don't know no better. That's okay. He got about 5 or 6 more years. When he starts school, he's got to get in the rhythm that if you need something from school, you got to immediately come home and tell mama. You got to immediately come home and tell daddy. You got to tell us right away, boo. My kids used to run up on me talking about they need 100 cupcakes for tomorrow. I know I'm a baker. I know I can cook, but that's just inconvenient for you to think that I got to come up with 100 cupcakes by tomorrow because you voluntold me and did not tell me that I was voluntold. Come on now. Yes, they do. They do. Jenna, they do. Thank you, Clark. I appreciate that. And once though, it's all about the boundaries that you set for yourself and your time and your life. Even people that call you to borrow money from you. Yes, voluntold. I was voluntold. I didn't volunteer. I was voluntold. Even the people that borrow money from you, when you stop loaning them money, they'll find somebody else to fill that sucker role. We need to stop feeling like we saving people and we can't even save ourselves. I'm just being honest. We've got to stop running around saving the world. Hey, to increase. We've got to stop running around saving the world, and we can't even save ourselves. Thank you for sharing on Twitter, sis. And what's happening is we're penalizing our families, we're penalizing ourselves, and we're penalizing our bank accounts. Your time is your money. Treat it accordingly. Number 2, I don't have the money. Oh, girl. Girl, let me tell you what I used to do with my children. When they left their toys laying around in the main living areas, I would start taking them toys and putting them in the trash can. So if you were looking for a toy that you left laying around, go to the trash receptacle. That's probably where it is. And that broke them from putting that stuff all around my house. You got a room. I worked hard for y'all. My kids now, they're older, but when they were like 8 and 9, I would sure enough throw their stuff away, because you understand, you have a toy box. I worked very hard for you guys to have individual rooms. When we was growing up, we slept 2 and 3 to a bed, 2 by the foot, 2 by the headboard. Okay? So for you to have your own room, good morning, Carla, for you to have your own room in your own color, come on now. Come on now. You got to respect the hustle. It wasn't easy. And it's still not. So at least do your part. You better, Tiana. He'll get it. He'll get it. I'm just being honest. You got to be grateful for what you have. Number 2, the excuses and lies we tell about money. We don't have enough money to get started. I have an idea, but I don't have enough money to get started. I have a program, but I don't have enough money to get started. I want to do this, but I don't have enough money to get started. How many of you have said that? Say me. How many of you have said that? Say me. We count ourselves out so fast because of money. And money is one of the things that moves the fastest in the world. Money moves faster than people do. Money is everywhere. There's too many ways for you to get money for you not to have the money you need to get started. Too many ways. Too many ways. But, you know, it's just an excuse. And to be honest with you, it's a lie that we tell ourselves. I have a 21-day challenge right now. Who got the email? Because that email is deep. It's a 21-day coaching challenge. You get an email every day. It's $21 a day. If you got your email for the day, that email was deep, wasn't it? So somebody just tell me, was it worth $1? Somebody just tell me, was it worth $1 today? For me to have people tell me I can't afford $21. No, it's just $1 a day. Yeah. Yeah. You have to, Miss Fatty Girl. This is about daily actions and daily habits. This is a coaching program that would cost thousands of dollars. I promise you. I've been in coaching programs. I've been in coaching programs that didn't even give me that much for far more. And so this is deep. 21 days. Yes, 21 days of bold prayers, 21 days of bold visualizations, and 21 days of bold actions for $21 for 21 days. So if you want to register today, and I suggest you do before I take the link down. Yes, Melinda. We got to pray bold prayers to a big God. You got to go out to bit.ly, do something 2016, because this is about doing something. Somebody put the link up for me. This is about doing something. It was Quasi. I thought about you when I wrote it. Thank you so much, Wascan. Is that right? bit.ly, do something 2016. How many of you are going to go and enroll right now? You just saw at least 10 people say it was great. See, this is how you break the back of the spirit of procrastination. How many of you are going to, you just saw 10 people say, it shifted me. One day shifted me. Can you imagine how you're going to be shifted after 21 days? Girl, that email today was worth $210 if I say so myself. I'm just saying, it was deep. It was deep. How many of you are going to go right now if you get one email a day on the challenge? bit.ly, do something 2016. And if you read that email every day and take those actions every day, when you look back at the end of 21 days, you're going to see a whole different landscape. Yes, you have to. And ASAP. Oh, you ought to know better, Felicia. More than you expected with me. Girl, you know I give away the farm. Come on now. You know I give away to the... I always give my most. I always give my most. It's about 21 days of taking bold actions in your life to break through fear, break through procrastination, to really get change and momentum in your life, creating a success habit. So stop. Let me tell you something. $21 is such a nominal investment that when people say they don't have $21 to invest in improving their life, you know what I do? I give them the side eye. I give them the side eye because to me that means you really don't want change. Let's talk about age because Charlene said that a minute ago. I'm too old or I'm too young to get started. That's an excuse we tell ourselves. What line? Oh, girl, that is not my friend. Take it off my friend. Take that off my friend. We spend $21 on foolishness. How many of you have ever thought I'm too old or too young to get started? That's another lie. That's another excuse. Yeah, girl, that was not my friend, and she lucky if she even stay on my Facebook friends list, girl. She might get blocked. She might get blocked. You're never too old. You're never too young. Colonel Sanders was 65. You better, Melinda. Sometimes it's just like wine, right? Sometimes wine got the age. Sometimes wine got to, it's got to mature. And see, sometimes that's how we are. And you know what they say? The older the berry, the sweeter the juice. You know that's what they say on Friday. The older the berry, baby, the sweeter the juice. So we can't get caught up in things like age because age is truly nothing but a number. When I see 5 and 10-year-olds making millions of dollars, come on now, yes, you have to have that $1 million mentality. You do. Yeah, the older the berry, the sweeter the juice. We need to quit lying to ourselves. Let's talk about knowledge. This one was big. Yes, yeah, Sarah was 100. Yeah, before she conceived. And sure, nothing is impossible in time. Let's talk about knowledge. How many of you think you don't have enough knowledge to get started? Say me. Oh, I don't have a college degree. See, these are the excuses and the lies we tell ourselves. Oh, I wouldn't know how to do something like that. Hi, Russia. Oh, yes, you can always learn. And most people, y'all better tap that screen for hearts. Google is a resource. Woe is me. Yes. Say it. But let me tell you something. Most people do not give themselves credits for the things that they are good at. If you were to sit still and say, what are some things that I'm good enough at to teach? I talked to one of my clients this morning. She's a government contractor. And I was like, girl, you could teach that. There's so many people that don't know how to get money from the government that you could start that right now. See, we don't think about the things we got in our head that would make us money right now. And the minute we start to think about the things in our head that would make us money right now, we'll start generating money all the time. You better start writing some jingles. Somebody say true. Is that true? I know y'all at work because y'all ain't freed y'allself yet. But y'all better tap that screen and talk to me. Because if not, I'll go take a nap. Y'all know it's my nap time. I've been up since 4. Yes, 6 hours and 6 power hours. I got to go. Y'all got to tell me if that so we've got to consider ourselves the professionals. That's good. Writing that $1 million check. But even more so, you got to have $1 million actions to match that $1 million check every single day. every single day? Are you acting like a millionaire? Are you visualizing like a millionaire? That's what this challenge is about. Taking your mind to a whole nother level. They said that the number one reason that there are not more millionaires is because people don't believe or don't see themselves as being potentially a millionaire. So let me ask, how many of you can see yourself, can visualize yourself, can walk in, can hold on to $1 million? Somebody say me. The number one reason that there are not more millionaires. Somebody say me and hold your hand up high. Somebody come out the corner and say me, because everybody ain't participating on the scope. Somebody say me. All right, Polish Tasha, I see you, Melinda. Come on now. Yes, you know, don't even say as long as you put in the work, because sometimes you got to see the vision even before you put the work in. Sometimes you've got to see the vision long before you even put the work in. Because the way you visualize yourself eventually is what you become. James Allen has a book, As a Man Thinketh. As a man thinketh, so is he. So when you can't think of yourself in $1 million capacity, what happens is you lose that battle. And so you start seeing yourself as a thousandaire as opposed to as a millionaire. It's important. It's important. So stop thinking that you don't have the knowledge you need to be successful. You have everything you need to be successful, but you have to execute. You've got to do something. You can't keep sitting by. You can't keep sitting on the bench. You can't keep wishing. You can't keep hoping. You can't keep praying. You've got to take action. You've got to do something. And here's another thing. Here's the next one. Hey, good morning, Tommy. So we've already talked about excuses and lies that we're making about money. Number one, we don't have enough time. Number two, we don't have enough money to get started. Number three, we're too old or too young. Number four, we don't have enough knowledge. Number five, I bet it's everybody on this scope. Number five is, so what if I fail? If that's you, say me. Tell the truth. Tell the truth. If that's you, say me. You're more worried about failure, right? The F factor. You're more worried about failure than you are about executing, about getting started, about what's next. You're so caught up in worry that it's keeping you stuck. And if you can't tell the truth about it, you're going to stay there. And it's not that the worry goes away. It's not that the fear goes away. What happens, failure. What happens instead is that you learn to operate inside of the fear. Thank you, Tommy, for sharing. You learn to move forward in spite of the fear. You learn to accomplish things even when your stomach is aching. Even when you feel sick to your stomach with fear. You learn to lean on God a lot more. You learn. I promise you. I promise you, you will find your faith more active when you start to move forward. It may not be mandatory when you're comfortable every day, but when you get uncomfortable, it's going to become mandatory. It is going to become mandatory that you leverage the power of prayer on a day-to-day basis. Stop being afraid to go do what you've been called to do. And there's a ton of other excuses. Kids, my job. How about this one? Nobody's going to pay me for what I know. Somebody say me. And if you got one that I didn't cover, put it out there. We want to expose it today. We want to expose it today. If you've got an excuse or a lie that you're telling yourself about money, what about the one, money's not important. I do it because I love to do it. How many of you ever said that? Tell me. Oh, money's not that important. I just like blessing people. Oh, I just want to be a blessing for other people. And when you say stuff like that, or you mad at rich people, oh, rich people are mean. Me neither, Tiffany, but I've heard people say it. Yes, that you're not worthy. Or you have an idea and you say to yourself, yeah, that does repel money. Or you have an idea and you say to yourself, oh, that's not going to work. Or how many of you start ideas and don't finish them? You start going down a path and you don't finish it. You have a great, got too many children. You start on a great idea, but somewhere along the way you get derailed and you don't execute that great idea. You don't write that book you're supposed to be writing. You don't start that coaching program you're supposed to be starting. You don't start that speaking career you're thinking about starting. You sit back and you think about all these things you want to do, but then you don't do them. Stop lying to yourself. Stop making excuses and start. If you haven't joined the 21-Day Do Something Challenge, the 21-Day Do Something Challenge is all about getting you to do something every day that your future self will thank you for. It's free to join the challenge. If you want the daily coaching via email, then it's $1 more a day. Every time I say that, I'm like, wow, a whopping $1 a day. But I can see people struggling in the spirit. What if the guide ain't no good? What if it's just something thrown together? I'm not going to spend my $21 on that. If you don't invest something, scared money don't make no money. And that's the truth. It is a minimal investment to make. A whopping $1 a day. If I don't do nothing but send you an email to say, God loves you, be encouraged today. Do one thing that's going to move you forward. If that's all that's in the email, then guess what? You still got a blessing, but it's far more in it than that. Because I'm going to make you think deeply. I'm going to make you think deeply about where you are right now and where you want to go. Oh, marriage of God, there's been a bunch of witnesses on here this morning. Because they said they got their email and they was lit up. They was lit up about the contents. So when I see the people that join the free challenge, I say, okay, then to me, that's how much you value your future. That's how much you value your success. Because I have invested thousands to get here and plan on investing thousands more. But the truth of the matter is, if I don't invest thousands, I can't plan to make millions. If you want to make thousands, you got to invest hundreds. That's just the law of compensation. Thank you, Wascan. You be on it. Girl, I don't know if I got them. Are y'all shocked this morning? Y'all at work? Why y'all so quiet? Tell me. It's a bunch of people in here, but I don't see a bunch of people talking to me. Y'all know I likes to talk. Y'all don't want to talk to me? Oh, you working? Okay, Tiffany, but you still talking. Why y'all not talking to me? Yeah. That's absolutely right. Charlene, you invest at the level in which you want to succeed. You invest the amount of, oh, you okay, Chiquita? What's wrong? Oh, you in Sam's Club getting your water? Okay, I'm checking on y'all. Y'all better check in. They here, they coming up. They coming up. Work. Oh, you working out? Good for you. Girl, y'all know I call folks out the corner. Get your doctor to give you a Z-Pack, Chiquita, because that'll help that flu get out your system faster. But guys, you know, the bottom line is that we have so much greatness in us. All right, Diva AK, I'm checking on y'all. All right, Tamika the Diva. I got it right that time, Tamika. The bottom line is we're worth it. Tommy, I got 3 kids And between them cheering, my man and my mama, I keep a remedy on deck. You got to. You got to. Yes, you're worth it. And here's the question. I posted, let me go get this. Because it amazed me that I posted it a year ago today. And when I saw it, I said, wow, it's been a year ago today. And it's amazing how God will bring things back to you full circle. Let me find it. God will bring things back to you full circle. And when I saw, you know how Facebook does the memories? Yes, fabulous is a word. You know what? One big question is, do we give as well as we get? Tell me what you mean by that, fam. I'm pulling up this post from a year ago. And my question to each one of you is, are you where you were this time last year? Give. You know, that's hard. That is hard for a lot of people. A lot of people hate Threads of Hope. Let me get it right. Threads of Hope, Monique. I'm looking up my notes. Yeah, I got it right. Girl, I told y'all. We get a whole lot, but don't give from no. You know what? That is true. You know, girl, you in the challenge. What? I got to celebrate y'all for taking a step because, hey, did you get your email today, Monique? Tell me if you read it. Check. It's good. It's good. It is like earth-shattering good. I promise you. It's that good. It is a shifting good. You know. Oh, Danielle Winningham. It is Danielle Winningham. If you send me a friend request and they say no, inbox me and I'll send you a friend request. I had to look it up on my phone, my computer tripping. So this is what's funny. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. You know, but we have this thing about saving people. So a year ago today, I posted, when you line up your passion, you can expect a harvest. Believe that it's due season and expect abundance. How many of you expect abundance? How many of you expect abundance? We're running around helping everybody else, but we don't expect abundance in our own life. And expecting abundance means that you got to do something for that abundance to come to you. So today I want you to move forward and stop making excuses for not having abundance and start expecting abundance. This is due season. Oh, I hit up on it. Yes, be positive about your abundance. Know that it's your season. Know that God has a plan for you. But you've got to work the plan. Yes, you've got to expect abundance. And if you're not starting your day expecting abundance, if you're not starting your day generating revenue, if you're not starting your day telling the truth about money, looking yourself in the eye, and just somebody say, I'm expecting. There you go, Monique. There you go, Monique. Just say, I'm expecting. Just somebody say, I'm expecting. Because that's where it starts. When you start to expect revenue and start to expect abundance, when you start to expect, yes, money operates on energy. When you start putting energy out there, energy starts coming back to you. And it may take a minute. That's another lie we tell ourselves, that it's an overnight success. that such and such makes it look easy. Y'all, I had to do a lot to get here. Like that song say, did a lot just to live this here lifestyle. Came straight from the bottom to the top of my lifestyle. So if you never know by looking at somebody what all they had to do to get where they are. So you look at Oprah with all that money and you say, oh, she got all that money. You don't know what all she had to do in order to get where she is right now. You don't know what all she had to go through in order to be able to get the revenue that she's generating right now. You don't know what all Bill Gates had to go through. How many sleepless nights. You don't, and Steve Jobs, they threw that man out of his own company. Let me show y'all something. They threw Steve Jobs out of his own company. This man created Apple. Am I back, Diva, AKA? I might be back. Am I back? Somebody say yes. Somebody say yes. Am I back? Okay, thank you, Keisha. They threw that man out of his own company. Had to turn around and bring him back because the company was about to die. When he got back, he took Apple on another meteoric rise because they put him out before the iPads. They put him out before the iPhones. Yes, he was a part owner, but here's the thing. When your IPO, when you have an initial public offering, when your company goes public, you stop being the owner and you start being a shareholder. And so it's quite different being a shareholder and being an owner, because when you're a shareholder, they can vote you out as being the CEO. I'm just saying, they put the man out. Brought in another CEO who we can't even remember his name to this day, and had to bring that man back. Had to bring that man back. Won't God do it? So, we got to stop making excuses for us not being able to take advantage of our greatness. And that's what today is about. Excuses, lies, and money. Stop lying to yourself about why you don't have money. If you don't have money, it's because it's something you're doing incorrectly. Whether it's procrastination, whether it's fear, whether you have a spirit of perfection and you won't launch things because they got to be just right. How many of you have been thinking about getting ready to launch something and you're not ready to launch it yet because it's not just right? Somebody say me. And in the time you're working to make it perfect, in the time you're working to perfect it, you're losing money. In the time it takes for you to get it exactly right, you're losing revenue. So stop doing it. So that's my scope today. Excuses, time, and money. Would love to see you on the Do Something Challenge. I'm going to have some testimonies. Y'all better get on this 21 days now, because you might able to look up, and this 21-day challenge, after these 21 days over, is $200. See, God is sending you blessings upon blessings upon blessings. Yes, did y'all get y'all email this morning? It's a thought process. It's a thought process. Yes, indeed. So today is about action, action, action. If you know you have a procrastinate, you got it, Charlene? If you know you have a procrastinating spirit, one thing you can do to shut that spirit up and get that spirit out your hair is go and roll for a challenge called Do Something. Yeah, you better get it now. You better get it now when you got an opportunity. Because let me tell you something. Whoever takes advantage of things during the lifetime of that opportunity, those are the people who are really destined for success. You know, when the iPhone first came out, it wasn't $600 or $700. You know, when, it's just so many. Think about the first Maya Angelou autograph book. Somebody bought that book and didn't know who Maya Angelou was. You got to make sure You've got to make sure you're executing. Don't allow things to hold you back, because that's what's holding your money back, because you can't shift your mindset, okay? So enroll in the challenge, share, invite other people to roll in the challenge. Tag me on Facebook. Remember, the challenge is free. But if you want the 21-day coaching that goes along with it, an email coaching program, it's $21. Enroll today. Don't allow delay to eat your dreams. Don't allow procrastination to keep you stuck financially, keep you stuck mentally. Don't do it. Do something for yourself on this day. Enroll in the challenge. Love you guys. We'll see you later. I am going to get back to work. Yes, Joshua, I would love for you to see Josh of Gold. I would love to see you on the replay. Great tips. I love you guys. Appreciate you guys. Thank you. And I'll see you later today. Remember, your time is your money.